The snap of a foot striking a pad echoed through the dojo like a gunshot. All eyes turned to the center mat where two identical black boys, barely 13, stood calmly, facing off against three senior black belts. One of them, Drexel, tall and broad-shouldered at 17, sneered as he cracked his neck. "You two think you're tough because you beat a few upper belts? Let's see how you handle the real thing." Malik didn't blink. He stood half a step ahead of his twin, Miles. Always had. Miles, silent as ever, rolled his shoulders back and nodded once. "We're not here to prove anything," Malik said, his voice quiet but firm. "Oh, but you will," Drexel hissed. Sensei Bryant leaned against the far wall, arms crossed, eyes unreadable. Everyone expected him to stop this. He didn't. Bow. The match began with silence. No cheering, no coaching. Just raw tension. Within seconds, fists flew, feet swept the mat, and the gym watched in breathless awe. These boys weren't ordinary. And in moments, everyone would understand just how much they had underestimated them. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified for more, and share this story with friends. Where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. We love seeing how far our story travels. Malik and Miles grew up on the south side of Atlanta, in a two-bedroom apartment above their father's auto shop. Their mother, Alana, worked nights at the hospital while studying to become a nurse practitioner. It was a life that demanded grit. Their father, Keith, had once trained for the Olympic boxing team before a knee injury ended his dreams. He never pushed his sons into combat sports, but when Malik came home one day with a black eye and refused to say who hit him, Keith quietly laid out 2 floor mats in the garage. He didn't say much, just, "This is where we learn to protect, not provoke." From then on, the garage became their sanctuary. Keith trained them in the art of discipline, boxing drills, breathing exercises, body control. When they turned 10, they started karate classes at a local community center. By 12, they were moved to the prestigious Midtown Karate Dojo, known for producing state-level competitors. The dojo was diverse in color but not always in spirit. Most instructors meant well, but quiet black boys from the city didn't always get the benefit of the doubt. Malik and Miles learned to let their actions speak. They rarely smiled. They never showed off. They just trained. Within months, they began outpacing their age group, then their belt rank. They didn't gloat, they just moved on to the next challenge. Some parents began complaining quietly to the instructors. Words like too aggressive, uncoachable, or disrespectful floated around. But anyone who trained with them knew better.